Good evening, everyone. Doing a little, I guess I'll call this a practice live stream. I haven't done one of these in, I don't remember the last time it was I did a live stream. Coming to you this evening from a casino, Boondocking here. Great spot. This is a great spot, guys. Great spot. Twin Arrows Casino. This would be east of Flagstaff. Great spot. I give this spot probably a 10 out of a scale from 1 to 10. I'm going to give it easily give it a 10. It's got really good parking. Huge parking lot. Huge parking lot. Massive parking lot. That's really important, for boondocking. I like a nice, asphalt parking lot. And as I pan around with this clumsy tripod, this is kind of a different setup I'm experimenting with to see how it is. Huge parking lot. There we go. Now look at that coming into the light. Huge parking lot. Massive asphalt parking lot. I'm gonna share some things with you about this place, but you guys have to promise me to kind of keep it on the hush hush, okay? Because this is a really nice place, and it's very low key. Little to no regulation. There's not a lot of security people. There's no checking in. There's no signs posted anywhere. Saying you shall or you will. It's very freedom here. This is a freedom spot for freedom boondockers like myself. It's just got this massive parking lot. The cool thing about this setup I've got right now, I actually have my hotspot bungee corded to this tripod, so I'm not limited with where I can take it. This could be dangerous, guys. Very dangerous. We've got massive parking, RV parking over there, and then way on the far parking lot over there, there is truck parking. So this is not, one of these casinos where you, as an RVer, you're going to show up and let me know how the sound is coming in. If the sound is okay. Hoping the sound is coming in okay, but there is a truck parking lot here, and so you don't have to be concerned about the noise at night trying to sleep with the truck refrigerators going off. That's one of the nice things about this parking lot. And there's the sign right out there. It says Twin Arrows parking on it. Again, let me know if the sound is coming in okay. I think you guys should be able to hear me okay, I think. I am just doing some testing right now with this live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a long time, and I'm just seeing what has changed on YouTube. But I've got this microphone that I'm using to try to cut down on some of the wind noise out here, because it is windy up here in Twin Arrows. It's a real windy spot. Yeah, that's about level right there. Jack that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let me spin this around, and I don't, I'm only getting about like a couple of bars of service right now. I'm not sure how this is going to be coming through. Got somebody pulling in right now. I think I can zoom. Yeah, we can do some zooming. How about that, huh? Ha ha ha! Look at that. Sweet. Um, so yeah, this is the Twin Arrows, and losing some daylight out here. Losing some daylight. It is a nice spot out here, though. It's a nice evening. Not sure what's going on with the lighting. There's a little backdrop of the casino. I've stayed here before. I've kind of moved over to this side of the parking lot. I was parked previously on this other side over here, but it's getting a little busy over there right now. A lot of people are parking over there. As you can see, got quite a bit of activity going on over there right now. That RVer just pulled in. Twin Arrows Casino. Twin Arrows. Yes, this may be the it's okay. It's turning out okay. Really just practicing right now. That's kind of how we become good at anything, right? We just practice. Practice makes perfect. There we go. Move that down a little bit. Looks like, ooh, there we go. They're pulling in there. It's not tonight. It's really nice up here. The weather right now, it's probably about 75 degrees right now. Nobody's commenting tonight, huh? Figured somebody would chime in. How's the sound? Is it coming in okay? Can anybody hear me? Yeah, Twin Arrows Casino. Really nice casino. I don't think they really have much in the food and eating dinner restaurants. There's like I think a steak grill. They have like a steak, you can have steak. But they don't really have like a small restaurant or anything. I think they had a buffet at one time, but I think it's shut down right now because they're doing some work to it. Yeah, this is it. Nice, calm night. Definitely not getting some good shots here because of the sun. That seems to kind of be the best angle. Hey, it's CTAP. Hi, Jeff. Hey, is the sound, is it coming in okay? Like, you know, I mean, can you hear my voice at all, or a little Jed Clampett lingo for you? You put on what, 100 miles today? Jeez, man. How could your accuracy be so spot on? I have to be a little more I think I have to be a little more nonchalant in these videos from now on. Gonna get some stalkers coming after me here pretty soon. Some stalkers of the police. I don't know, either one. Oh yeah, they're coming in now. Look at that. Twin Arrows Casino, guys. Arizona up here, northern Arizona, on a nice May evening here. It's really nice. So can you, Jeff? Can you hear me at all? There's another one coming in. Look at that. Yeah, that's a nice. It's a nice rig. Yep, coming in for the night. Yep. Sounds decent. Okay, video cut out at first, but it seems to be working now. Yeah. Yeah, my signal is a little limited up here. I have AT&T. It's probably not going to be too fabulous here, but doing the best with what I've got for right now with the daylight I have. Just showing you guys what's going on up here tonight, this evening at the Twin Arrows Casino, east of Flagstaff, Arizona. The text is about a minute delayed. Yeah, okay, thanks. That's it. You know, you don't need to go to these places. You can just somebody like me can just do a live streaming, and you can just live vicariously now, you know, with the power of the internet. Yep. Good times. Okay, good. Glad that the sound is coming through okay. Glad that the sound is coming through okay. Daylight is going down, so probably, you know, maybe another 10 minutes or so. Video is good now. Okay, good. I'll just leave it be right there. We do have the sunset going down right here. That's kind of nice. Marky Mark, what's the temp like? It's about 74 degrees. 74 degrees. I'm estimating, but that's what it feels like at this, that's what it feels like right now. Yeah, it's really, really nice up here right now. I mean, I think this is like the perfect, I'm not really sure how hot it gets up here in Flagstaff during the summer months. I've never spent like a summer up here or anything. I'm not sure how hot that it gets up here, but the weather up here is really, really nice up here right now. And there's some activity going on over there in the busy RV parking lot. What's up, Paul? How you doing, man? Doing pretty good. Just up here doing a little casino boondocking this evening. Have you ever been up here to the Twin Arrows? There's a cell tower on the left behind your rig. No wonder it's decent. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess that's what it is, isn't it? Oh, that's funny. I didn't really, look into it very much or anything. Jeff is talking about behind me, right there. So, yeah. Good times. Lots of fun out here. Lots of fun making a fool out of myself here in the parking lot. I'm doing this for you guys, though. Doing this for you guys. Everybody's out here going, who's that crazy man out there with a camera and a tripod? What the hell is he doing out here? No, stopped at Williams several times, though. Cool. Yeah, I really liked Williams a lot. Obviously, I think you could tell on the video, I was pretty liking that place a lot. Yeah, just really cool, small little town, but I mean, not too touristy. Just like some really cool bars and bars and stuff. You could go probably get a good burger and a beer and just kind of take it easy, listen to some good music. I'm sure they probably play like a lot of live music and stuff in Williams. It looked like that kind of a place. So no, Mark, I'm not I'm not doing any fireworks sales. I was, Bill made me an offer to go and sell fireworks, but I had declined it. I had just declined it. Oh, it's raining and gray up in Seattle, huh? Huh. Do you get worried about the Banshee in the back of the truck, like people stealing parts off it? No, I haven't really been in any kind of, and I never would. I never would put myself in a place where I kind of didn't feel comfortable or, felt there was like a lot of crime or whatever. I don't frequent those kind of places, you know what I'm saying? But no, I've never had a problem with it. I've got a couple of things in the bed right now. I've got them secured, with padlocks and padlocks and locks and that kind of a thing. I'm not really not something I'm too worried about it. I don't have my life savings tied up in anything that I have. So. But no, I've never had a problem with it, and it's not really a problem. I don't think I'd want to be spending the night down in South Central LA or anything like that. Dude, like the thing would be stripped down to the frame, man, inside my bed when I woke up in the morning. If I was in South Central LA, man, that thing would be stripped down. I think it'd be stripped down to the frame. But yeah, I try to, I don't park anywhere that I don't feel comfortable. Reading your guys' texts. Crazy man making it happen. That's it. Wild man out here making it happen. We get a few rainy days and a few dry days. That's it. Well, when July 4th comes around, you can count on nice weather from July 4th July 4th till about September 4th. Labor Day weekend. I think there's a decent forest land near OHV Banshee business. Yeah, there is some riding around here. It's like the Coal Hills or whatever. I've never looked into it. It didn't really seem that appealing to me. If I do go east, which it's kind of looking like I'm going to, I'd like to stop in Oklahoma and go to the Little Sahara sand dunes in Oklahoma is what I would like to do. I haven't been there, and that would be like a really cool place, I think, to do some filming and ride and check it out, you know. Stay out of Phoenix too. Yeah, stay out of Phoenix. That's it. Stay out of downtown Phoenix. Better be packing. Better be packing, and you better have one. You better have more than one mag on your. You better have a couple mags on. You might need to use both of them. It's a free stay at the Twin Arrow Casino. Yes, it is a free stay. It's a free stay. This is a really nice casino. I think it's. I mean, it's crazy to say it's one of the best that I have been to, but it's probably been one of the ones that's impressed me the most, mostly based upon the parking. There is just a humongous parking lot here that is pretty much free range and open for anyone to park. And I do see cars and vans, and there's everybody, all kinds of people are here. But it's nice because way out there you can't see it, but there's a truck parking lot, and it's a huge truck parking lot, and they provide parking for the trucks. And so the RVers basically kind of have their own little parking area, and then the trucks have their parking area. So we're not, you know, everybody's kind of got their own space, and then you can have a nice quiet sleep, because that is kind of one of the issues you can run into at a lot of these places is, you know, noise and stuff at night. With the trucks and the reefers on the semi trucks, they can be running all night. I spent the night over here at a rest area. You know, rest areas can be really bad places to try to get a good sleep. I spent the night over there, and I had this nice parking spot way out in the rest area. Oh, a nice big semi pulled right up next to me. And the reefer was like parallel to my bed where I sleep in the RV at night. And I had to listen to that all night, and I ended up having to use some earplugs, put some earplugs in. That's another tip. If you're going to be out here doing this kind of stuff, you know, whatever you want to call it, low budget. I'm sure the rich people, they call us the low budget or whatever, or the poor or whatever, the poor RVers. If you're going to be out here doing this kind of stuff, you should get yourself a good pair of earplugs, because you may need to use them. Anyways, raining up here because Paul keeps going outside doing rain dances to clean up the bugs off his windshield. Stop it, Paul. Well, I'm sure I'll be looking for all your guys' videos this summer. I'm sure you and Paul and Jeff, you guys will be out doing going to, you know, all the little get-togethers and stuff in Ballard and Seattle up there in the Northwest. All those, you know, far out there, you know, van and bus conventions and stuff, you know. All the Grateful Dead shows up there you guys will be going to, I'm sure. I'll be waiting for all your videos. Sun is going down. It's a nice night. watched today's video. I don't know why I'm going to talk about this now or say something, but I watched today's video and like I say and and this, and I have really got to put the brakes on that, guys. And I'm going to, oh, I just did it again. I am really going to be working on that in 2024, is to try to make my speech clearer without the and-ums or in the pauses. And I'm really going to try to make a really concerted effort to stop doing that. I just want you to know. But that's why we do these videos, because practice makes perfect, right? It's like the NBA star, you know, he's in the court at 3 o'clock in the morning shooting free throws, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, so that he can win and be the best and beat his competition. So you only get better with practice, right? But I've been practicing, oh man, I'm really making a fool out of myself. I've been doing this for over 10 years and I'm still practicing. Still practicing in front of the camera. I guess I need to do it more. Do you miss the yard work business? You know, I do. I do at times. And what for me, you know, what was interesting about the yard work business, to me, it wasn't really so much about the yard work. It was about the people that I worked for and solving their problems. And that was the thing that like I got the most fulfillment from. I mean, the work was the work, and yes, I was good at doing what I was doing, but the satisfaction that I got was actually from, you know, serving my customers and helping them out with, you know, with some of their problems, you know, that they had. And that's the part that I miss the most. Just kind of like with trucking, you know, what I liked the most about trucking was like every load that I had when I was trucking, to me, it was like a mission. And I had a mission to take this load from point A to point B, and it was that sense of accomplishment. That's what I miss in trucking. Everything else I could really, I could take it or leave it. But the lawn business and stuff I do, although you know, financially, it's tough. You know, the service business like that, especially, you know, in the market, well, I'm sort of making some excuses right now, but in the market where I was at on the Oregon coast, things tend to be very seasonal. And so like, for example, like in Florida, for example, doing a service business in Florida, like a maintenance business, lawn business, that's a year-round enterprise. On the Oregon coast, you need to kind of come up with something, you need to come up with a service that you can do in the winter months. And that can be kind of tricky. And then employees and everything else. So looking back on it all, if I was, I'll call it semi-retired. What does semi-retired mean? It means that I have enough income coming in to pay all of my monthly bills and my monthly expenses. I'm certainly not wealthy and rich and, you know, way off, but I have enough income coming in to cover my monthly expenses. And then so working a small business like that to earn extra income, like that would have been a better situation, but I wasn't in that situation. At the time that I was doing it, I was living a lot. I was making enough to eat and cover my overhead because I didn't have any debt or anything. I just had my monthly expenses, which were really low. But if I was, you know, I would more have enjoyed it more if I was more like in a semi-retired position doing what I was doing, if that makes any sense. I'm going to try the Northwest Off-Road thing up by Lake Wenatchee in Plain. Lake Wenatchee in Plain, all right. Yeah, we got Freedom Run. Did you ever sell fireworks? Did you ever sell fireworks again? No, I didn't. I did not sell any fireworks again. I did have an offer to go and sell fireworks again, but I turned it down just because it's just not, well, it's just kind of not really what I'm, well, it was not really what I'm looking to do right now. Nothing against selling fireworks. I've just got my priorities are a little bit different right now than they were. My priorities are a little bit different. I've just got have some different priorities. The fireworks thing, if you are I'll just call it a semi-retired person or a retired person, and you're wanting to do something, okay, with your life, make some extra income, get a free spot to park for potentially a month, like 30 days, the firework thing is a great gig. Now, if you can get into a store with air conditioning, it's 1,000 times better than being outside in a tent in the heat and dealing with potential security issues. Because with a tent, you're sort of are being a security guard. You're not signing your name on the line guaranteeing anything, but you are essentially there to be the eyeballs for the operation, kind of 24 hours a day. But the fireworks thing, I think it's a great thing. And then of course you're willing to travel and you're willing to take a gamble, because it's anyone's guess. It's a roll of the dice as to what your potential profit will be. Just a variety of reasons, economy, spending money. People right now are a bit squeezed, and middle class people and people that buy fireworks, they're a little squeezed right now. And this extra money that they have to spend on fireworks, they might be buying groceries with it. You know what I'm saying? So those are kind of factors that those are the reality of the things that you have to be thinking about. Going on a venture like the fireworks. So just some things, just some basic things to kind of just to keep in mind. And I say that because I've done it and I've witnessed and experienced just a couple things. So anyways, that's just my little rant and feedback on that. That's a sign of high intelligence. Elon Musk and has all over the place. Yeah, it's I mean, it's like I personally I don't like it when people come across being very slick. I mean, I just think there's something about just kind of, and of course, in most of everything that I do is unscripted. Sometimes I watch these channels and even some of these RVing channels, and they're talking about scripting things, and I'm like, wow, man, like, you're in, like, that's like an advanced degree to me doing this stuff. Like, I mean, scripting stuff, I mean, I don't script anything, and I kind of like to keep it that way because I like to show that I'm just a regular guy, like my audience, and I have as many handicaps and flaws as everybody else has, and I think it's important to show that. I want to be relatable to everybody. I don't want to come off as being slick. However, I want to improve and get better, because a lot of the channels that I like, at least the people that I like on some of these channels, they don't do a lot of the and the ah, and they kind of have a good flow with what they're doing. So that's where I want to get to. Just did it again. That's where I want to get to with it. But I think that explains a little bit of where I'm coming from and my thought process with it. I like to show the imperfections. I like to be vulnerable. And it irritates me when I see a lot of these channels and, everything, they try to make everything perfect. And to me, it ruins everything, because the people that I like the most, the channels I like and the people like, they're not perfect people. And they, if anything, they're up there trying to tell everybody that, I mean, I'm not perfect, and I'm just out here fighting a battle like everybody else, every day. And so that's what I like to see. Now, you know, I'm just me, and that's my opinion. So everybody's different. Some people, you know, they, you know, they're so insecure and they can't, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. It's a psychological job. Northwest Overland Rally. All right. Overland Rally with all those hippie vans, all those four-wheel drive hippie vans up there in Seattle. Those guys will all be there, right? With the motors, with the engines at the back of the thing. The engines are supposed to be in the front, not the back. Oh, God. Quick story on that. I used to be into Volkswagens when I was a kid. I used to play with Bajas, and one of these days I'll bring out my photo album and I'll show you some of the toys and stuff that I had, cars and vehicles and trucks, what I had when I was a kid, a little backstory on stuff. I think that would be fun to do. One of the guys I grew up with, his name was Vern, and he's the guy that I kind of was influenced getting into Volkswagens, and he told me the story. And the first time that he was a Midwest boy from Minnesota, and I'm from Seattle, Washington area. You know, he moved out to Washington, and he said the first time I saw a Volkswagen or a car, he said I couldn't figure out what the motor was. I couldn't figure out where it was, and he said somebody had to tell me that it was in the trunk. It was in the trunk. He couldn't find it. So, anyways, that's just a little story there on the old VWs, the Volkswagens, and I like Volkswagens. I mean, I like all that kind of stuff. It's cool. I like to give them a hard time, you know. Florida has a bunch of crime as well. Got to keep everything locked down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, Florida, you know, with their gun laws and stuff, I mean, people are packing. Citizens are packing. So I would like to think that, you know, criminals don't really have the upper hand. You know, I would like to think that, because, like I said, Florida is a very pro, you know, Second Amendment state, and they're all for you know, allowing their citizens to be armed and stuff. So that kind of thing generally cuts down on a lot of crime. You know, it's like, you know, in Arizona here, I mean, a lot of people are packing here in Arizona, and so that just sends a message. It's a clear message to the criminals, you know, the bad people. We're the good guys, right? We're the guys. I hope I never have to use a weapon on anybody. I would be the worst thing I would ever want to do. But when bad behavior presents itself, you know, with human beings, sometimes it's necessary. You know, just bad behavior is bad behavior. That's my opinion on it. You'd be a great camp host in state park. Oh man, I don't want to do that job. Oh my God. Like, I love people and everything, but man, like, man, between cleaning toilets and they hardly pay you anything. A lot of these parks, they want to just, you know, give you a place to park for your labor in exchange for your labor. You know, they want you to do 40 hours a week, and I don't know about you, but when I'm retired, I don't want to be doing any of that, man. I don't want to be doing any of that. I want to be on a fishing boat, doing some crabbing, you know what I'm saying? Or flying up a sand dune on a buggy, you know. I want to be doing that stuff. I don't want to be sitting in an RV park or state park and dealing with bitchy, moany people and collecting money and kicking people out and, you know, writing people up because they're speeding in the frickin' parking lot. It's a shit show, man, at some of these parks. Like, I got, you know, my best friend, dad, he worked for the state parks. He was a mechanic, and he got into construction management and stuff. And, you know, he told me all kinds of stories that went on in the state parks, and, you know, and how they got to get a police officer and do all this stuff. And I don't know, man, it's a shit show, man. I mean, it's just people shit. You know what? People shit, right? Just, you got good guys, you got bad guys. You got the good guys and the bad guys. The good guys, it's always the good guys versus the bad guys. Or the good girls versus the bad girls. Or the good kids versus the bad kids. Why can't everybody just be one of the good guys and gals and kids and all that kind of shit? I don't know, man. Bad parenting, I guess. Bad, shitty ass parenting. That's what it is, huh? I just reading everything you guys are writing up here. Gotta say, Dalton, you're getting the groove, talking smooth. Okay. Yeah, I'm a yapper. I think I have the gift of gab. I just got to get out of my own way a lot of the times, and insecurity, negative self-talk. It just gets a bolt. It gets the best of us, man. All these people too. You see at the top of the game. A lot of these, YouTube influencers and stuff. They got as many problems as you and I have. They're just good at covering it up. No, some of them are. Some of them are. But I really appreciate that. I appreciate that when I see a very influential person who's built a huge following and on YouTube, and they just come out and they're very real about the problems that some of the problems that they face. I have so much respect for that. I just do, because it's real. It's real shit. I don't know about you, but I'm so fed up with the fakeness. All this fake shit out there today on social media. It's kind of one of the reasons why I've kind of taken a vacation from it all, because I don't know. I just get so fed up with it. There's so much fucking bullshit out there. Follow some of these channels that expose, some of these people that are on YouTube and social media, and they just, they're just a bunch of losers. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're living in crazy times. We're living in really crazy times right now. Just, stay focused and just, be one of the good guys out there, or good girls, good gals out there. Just strive to be one of those people, man, because I'm telling you right now, when your reputation goes down, and I'm telling you right now, social media today, this internet thing, it just exposes who you are, and it's I always say, all past videos I did, you go back and watch old stuff. Yeah, it just exposes me. If I was being an arrogant bastard or an egotistic bastard, it just, this video, it just exposes, who you are. You know what I mean? And then if you've come out and you've been lying to people, you've been misleading people, you've been deceiving people, when that shit comes out, dude, you're done. You're finished. And to try to rebuild your reputation online today, it's one of the most hardest things ever, man. You're ruined and finished. There's people that, I don't know, I used to watch, I don't watch them anymore at all. You know what I'm saying? I hope they can just F off as far as I'm concerned, Okay, I'm really going off the deep end here, but I'm just rambling on and sharing my opinions that don't really matter at all. Meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Ecclesiastes in the Bible. Go read that one. No, they're getting earth roamers. Military 6x6s. Oh my God. Dude, all you need, there's been a channel that I've been inspired by recently. And all you need is a motorcycle, a hardtail motorcycle, and some camping equipment that you could go to Walmart and buy, and just hit the road and go for it. There's a YouTube channel that I've been watching, and it's called Ironhead Sally. And it's a couple, a husband and wife, and they're Harley riders. Okay, these are not your little average, whatever. These guys are hardcore, they're all about the riding and the camping and nature and the experience. And they've really inspired me because, they're a little preachy with, what they're doing. And they kind of throw dirty laundry, on a lot of other Harley riders and stuff. But Okay, I brought them up because it's their spirit. Their spirit for me is so contagious, because like they're just, you know, they're trying to distance themselves from all this fake nonsense and just try to get back to the basics, the fundamentals about riding and camping and nature and traveling and experiencing things. And these people are not into status. And anyways, go check them out. She kind of runs the whole show, but she has a spirit about her that to me is priceless. It's worth over $1 million. I mean, just her attitude, and they're just some cool folks, I think. But I don't know. Anyways, go check them out. Ironhead Sally. That's it. Your truck's still set up for a truck camper? Yes, it is. I still have all the tie downs and everything, and the the mounts. And last year I was actually going to buy another truck camper, and I purchased the swing out brackets for the dually trucks. I have a brand new set of those, and I guess I'm just going to keep them in the event that I buy another truck camper, and then I put those on. So I think I'm just going to kind of keep those. But yeah, I've got everything. I could, slap another truck camper on here. I did have a wild idea of buying another truck camper, like a Lance 810, and a Lance 810. It's an 8-foot camper. You don't need any hitch extensions. I could plop one of those in the back of that bed, and I could tow that toy hauler. I thought about doing that, just have the best of both worlds, I want the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Van Halen song? Yeah, that kind of a thing, right? So I thought about doing that. Hey, yeah, meaningless. Yeah, it's true, man. It's true, like, it's true. I'm not going to get all, religious or whatever, spiritually or whatever. I mean, it's just like, you got the world, and then you got the other world. You got God's world. You got like, you can only serve one master. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And everybody, everybody's trying to, like, this world we're in now, with like greed at an all-time, off the Richter charts. Off the Richter charts, I don't know where it's going to go, man, but like, I don't think it's going to, I don't think we can just keep going, as fast and as long as we're going right now. I don't know. I just don't think this thing can go on forever. Got some tough times coming ahead, and I hope, people are just waking up, and they are. People are waking up to the reality that this whole thing is just a big sham. It's just a lot of fakery. The money we got, this stuff here, it's, this stuff here is worth nothing. It's probably worth about as much as my toilet paper that I have in my RV. It's not worth anything, and that's what's screwing everything up. Purchasing power. I don't know where it goes. We just keep printing more money, and then, things keep getting more expensive. But the thing is it's like, I don't know, man. Simple, man. Just the simple life is always gonna win. I think it's just gonna win over, all this kind of stuff. Just as your plan B. And I think that, like, it's not that, we're not lacking in opportunity. There's plenty of opportunities to, earn money. It's like, but the thing is like, this isn't the thing that's gonna, like, this isn't really the thing that's gonna free you. It's investing. Investments are what's going to give you financial independence and freedom. That's what's ultimately going to. So you've really got to, you need to convert this earned income into cash flow, residual income. I mean, that's really the goal financially in this system that we're in. And I'm telling you, that's everything I know up to this point, and I've studied a lot, and all these people 20 years ago that were telling me, cash is trash, all this kind of stuff. I used to look at them like, you guys are fucking crazy. You're out of your mind. You're a bunch of conspiracy theorists. It's like, now, man, this gold, silver, precious metals, all this kind of stuff, like that is actually real money, And so it's just, it's shifting your thinking and your belief system. And the only reason that, we use, that I believe, the only reason that we use this is because people have faith. They have faith that this is worth something. That's why we use this, is why we still use it. People just have faith in it, and it's a lot better than the way we used to do things, which is bartering. And I had, a cow, and I would trade my cow for something you had. I mean, it's a lot easier to use money than to do the way that we used to do things back in the old days. So I don't know how I got off talking about all that. I see the lights are coming on out here, which thank you, Casino, for that. I appreciate that. Security cameras work the best. Yeah, speaking of security cameras, there's a lot of security cameras out here. I'm sure they're watching. They're probably listening to everything I'm saying right now. So I need to, do I need to censor myself? Well, I am on Indian reservation property, so not sure what side of the fence they're on. They're probably listening to my phone anyway right now, so. Okay, so I'm gonna probably shut this stream down, I think, pretty soon. It's been a good little practice round to get back in the groove again with this YouTube live streaming here. Nice little sunset over there. Not sure if you guys can probably see that much over there. Yeah, real nice night. A little breeze in the air. Really nice out here. Really nice out here. Yep. There's a security camera right up there. See that? You guys see that security camera up there? Right there. They're watching me. They're watching me right now. It is fun. I enjoy doing these. Like, it's just fun, this whole just being out, live or whatever like this, and it's fun. I don't know how much value I'm creating for the world, but yeah, it's 2024. This is what we're doing. I wonder what we're going to be doing in 2050. Like, we'll probably look back at some of the stuff that we were doing right now with these live streams, and we'll be looking like, what a bunch of fools we were back then. You know what I'm saying? You guys ever think about that? All right, guys, I'm gonna hang it up here. It's been fun chatting with you. You guys all have a great night, and talk to you again. And about this close to deciding where I'm going to go. I'm a little apprehensive, to say the least. I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm thinking about going east. I'm a Westie, you know, through and through, a West Coast guy through and through. I mean, I really do like the West a lot, but there's a lot of opportunities. It just seems the opportunity, it's east, man. It's east and it's south. That's just where a lot of opportunity in America is, you know, right now. You know, there's a lot of opportunity. I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about any of that. I mean, of course, that plays into a lot of things, but I'm just talking about like opportunity. It just seems like that's where the action is, you know. So I'm thinking about, you know, I'm about ready to go get some action here. You know what I'm saying? Get some action, man. And I can always come back here to the West and chill, and you know, just wild nature. I mean, I'm a guy. I mean, I love just wild nature. Like that's what I'm into. Like that's why I love the Oregon coast. I mean, the Oregon coast is like, it's paradise. It's an outdoorsman's paradise. I mean, fishing, I mean, crabbing, I mean, hiking, biking, mountain biking, kayaking. Kayaking is freaking killer on the Oregon coast. There's so many places you can go. I mean, it's killer. I mean, you know, it's free. There's so many places you can go. But you know, just economics and things, it can be a little, you know, a little bit challenging, you know, just in that in that regard, you know. And then of course out west here, this is where all the camping is, you know, Arizona in the wintertime. I mean, I spent, you know, from December, I just told you guys I was going to hang up the stream. Might as well just keep yapping. I was down in Yuma from December all the way to April. I was out on American Girl Mine in a little spot out there where you can camp for free. Never saw a ranger. And I was out there for December, January, February, March, April, like 5 months. I was out there for about 5 months and free. I never spent a dime, like, you know, for camping and stuff, you know. And those are some of the things that you can do in the West. You cannot do that in the East at all. There's none of that happening out on the East Coast. You're not going to be out in the desert, you know, wild camping, and that's just not going to happen. So the West provides a lot of freedom, you know, and that's why people, you know, love it out here, you know. But the East Coast is just, there's a lot of great real estate opportunities out there. There's a lot of stuff happening, you know. So buy a campground. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that going on back east, you know, Tennessee and Texas. I mean, you go to Texas and they have all these campgrounds and RV parks, and I mean, there's a lot of other things in the, you know, in the East that really aren't, you know, as predominant in the West, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on, you know. But if it's wild nature that you're after, and like just getting away, you know, people, all this kind of stuff. I mean, the West is the place to be. You know, I mean, it provides the most opportunities for that. But the East is loaded with its own, you know, unique opportunities. Another channel that I'll bring up, I'm sure you guys have heard of him, Peter Stantonello, I think is his name, Peter Stantonello. And I really like, you know, his content. You know, he goes to these places in, he's been going to these places in USA, and, you know, kind of pulling back the curtain on a lot of these places that, you know, stereotypically people put them down, and, you know, the people and the negativity, and, you know, it's pretty amazing some of the content that he's created. You know, he goes to Alabama, and I really liked the video that he did in Alabama. I think it was in Biloxi or somewhere down south there. There's an area down there, a very neat area in the south, and he kind of, well, and he went into other areas in the South, Alabama, and and kind of just pulled back the curtain, on a lot of these other areas that just they get a lot of hate, and so anyways, I think his channel is great, and I think he's doing a really good service for the world, because he's just destroying a lot of these false narratives about areas in the USA, and he's kind of exposing a lot of truths, I think, which are really important. Peter Stantonello, yeah, that's his name. Have a good evening, Jeff. Yeah, he does an amazing job. Love how he finds all kinds of different people and cultures in the U.S. Yeah, he. I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed a lot of stuff that he's done. I mean, he goes in the inner city, in some of these areas that people call the hood, and he basically just he pulls out the gold, that's in in people, the gold, and even some of the BS, that people say about stuff. And I just really like that, I like that kind of content. I just, I think that it just makes you just more of a well-rounded person, when you just go out and see things and realize that it's not at all what you thought it was, or what other people said it was, and it's just. Cajuns, the Amish, the amazing videos. Yeah. He's really, gone in and just kind of pulled peeled the layers of the onion back, and he's found some really good content. Well, this is not at all like most of these live streams. This one for sure, I did not have I've talked about a lot of different subjects, and I had never thought I would ever talk about any of this stuff. I thought this was just going to be a little quick live stream, but this was good. It's good I'm having fun talking about these things. Well, it's going down. So I better close up shop for the night, and my batteries are probably about ready to go down here pretty soon. So I will gonna sign off. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Good night.